Oh man. I think I'm back. See who comes back. We'll give it a second here. What's up, Gene? Rich? Back. BH. Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know. Rich sent me a text. I thought I was still on there, but for some reason, I guess I fell off. I'm sorry about that. So, anyway, this is a Atlas Master beer can tank car. And I'll show you guys the detail. Look at the detail in these things. Look at that. They're beautiful. Back, Marvin says. So that's a beer can right there. And it might be because I was in the back of the store too. But look how nice those are. Really, really nice. Now that we opened up the beer can, I'm going to set it off. Here's going to be a... I don't want to open that one. Not that one. I showed a UP. Here's an NS. NS. Whoops. Coil car. Look at that. Norfolk Southern. Black scheme. Greenbrier. Transverse coil car. This is what they look like coming down the track in real life now, like the new ones. This is the upgraded version of these. So let's pull that open. You get a couple nice little stickers. You got Rapido steel, and then of course Rapido train sticker. Comes with your basic coil car information, help support, prototype history on the car itself. Now, they come in this nice little clamshell that snaps together, just like that, right? Nice little clamshell, and they sit in here pretty tight. Kind of got to wiggle them out of the package here. But once you get it out, oh man, they are friggin' nice. If you want to see the detail on the bottom, there's the detail on the bottom of the Rapido. It's even got the brake handle right here for the air, to release the air. Sorry, yeah, the release for the air. Here's the car itself. Good looking cars. Pop the top. There's the bays that hold the coils. You know what I found to put in here for coils and just weight is the old weights for the motors, the old Athearn motors. They fit perfect. You're never really going to see them anyway. But let me show you what that looks like, the NS here. We'll put the top back on. I'll get down here and kind of show it to you. Check that out. Isn't that good looking? Isn't that nice? They did a beautiful job. Look at that thing. Gorgeous model. Look at that. It's got all the detail. Just like the ones that come down the track. There's the top off. Look at that. Isn't that nice? They're available at Denver Model Trains, denvertrains.com. So grab them up while we got them, because they are sellouts until they come out with more. Look at that. Look at that detail. You cannot beat that detail. That is nice. Really, really nice. Don't you guys think those are cool? I'm gonna have to add that to my coil train there, my coil car train. Very nice car though. So if you're interested in them, we got a lot of them in stock. They're gonna go quick. The beer cans too, they'll go pretty quick. But if you're interested in them, we do have them. I was telling you guys too that I'm kind of working on that back corner back there. You can kind of see it's bare. I had taken out the, let me show you here real quick. I took this little thing out here. If you guys remember the lookout tower right there, I took that out. And I'm kind of building, I had to build this to fit that corner. So right now it might not be much, but there it is. This mountain here is gonna go back there. I'm still forming it. I'm still working on it. As you can see, I'm adding some paper mache that I'm using. But I did that whole big mountain right there. And that fits perfectly in the back corner. So the thing is huge. It's pretty big. It's still drying. This stuff takes a little bit to dry, that mache. Probably take a day or two to completely dry. But that's gonna go in that far corner that's back here. And it's gonna set, basically it'll set on the corner like here and turn. But it's built for that curve down there where it curves around. That's what it's built for. And I built it as I sat it there on the table, and I pinned it all together and then brought it around. Now these beer can tankers, let me see if I can shove back just a little bit here. I don't have the power on right now. Those are some of the beer can tankers that are in stock. See that? Really nice detail. They look really good on the layout, so if you're interested in any of those, we do have them in stock. That Dietrich's right there, pretty cool. It's got the crown on it. If you're interested in any of the ballasts from Superior Scenics, those are some of the different ballasts. That white is a marble. It's a white marble, which is actually a pretty cool ballast. So, like I said, if you're interested in it, check it out. Denver Trains, Denver Model Trains, denvertrains.com. You can check it out, and you'll be able to see. That turns this whole layout on. You'll be able to see all that ballast, different types of ballast, and there's more than that. That's just a few. The only reason I actually showed those few is little Irwin decided to go on a day trip back there to the back room, and I caught him upstairs with 4 bags of ballast, and he chewed them up. So he chewed up all the bags of ballast, and it was pretty interesting. Yeah, your stuff's on its way, Rodney. So but that's what they look like going down the track. Turn the volume down. This is my my unit coil car train. I'm gonna add probably, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 more of the new Greenbrier cars to this train. I'll probably add them on here later this evening. I've been really tired, man. I had to go to work this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning again, and I went to 4 o'clock yesterday morning too. I don't know, the weather changing, it gets cold and the rail breaks and it's work time. So somebody had asked me about that little phone. Yes, that is a little phone car. It's the call someone who cares car. You know, sometimes we get those guys that know everything, but it's like we don't care. We just want to play trains and have fun. That's all that matters. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Am I still crying? I'm tired. I probably looked like I was earlier, didn't I? Well, I am on vacation, Rodney, but they can't get that through their heads that I'm on vacation because they seem to call me. But it's okay. I mean, pays by the hour, right? So I can only complain for the little bit that I do complain. I can't really complain too much because I got to be grateful that I got a job, right? So, you still working, Eric? You said something about working all night. Yeah, whipped is right. Whipped is right. We got the coal load, or actually it's an empty coal bucket train right here with the Virginian. Good day today. Got your package? Awesome. Thank you, 04. Thank you. It's a crazy layout. Let's just put it that way. Let's see if I can start these up. 1066, there we go. Those are pretty nice locomotives. Those are the SV70 releases from BLI. Very, very nice. Got some cinnamon roll in there. That's what we're going to smell tonight. But yeah. That's a good looking unit train right there. What I mean by unit trains is just same coal buckets, box cars, coil cars, tankers, hoppers, whatever. A unit train all together. Sometimes I'll post that. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So, Hobby Steve, what's up? Yeah, the coil cars are fantastic there. Big Joe, you like I said, if you guys are interested in these coil cars, they're in the store. They probably won't last long. I will say that they're long awaited for. That's the AOK right there. That is the Arkansas and Oklahoma. There's even a Chicago car back there. I think we only got one of those right now, so I'm not sure if we're waiting on more. We got the NS, so lots of NS back there. We grabbed a bunch of NS just because we figured people would love those NS, and they are good looking cars. So if you're interested in them NS cars right there, Denver model trains, go there, grab them up while we got them. I don't know when the next batch of them will come in, but they come in batches, and it's kind of funny because we might order 40 or 50, and we might get 20 or 30, and then later on we get the rest of them. It's kind of a weird deal, but that's just the way Rapido does things. But check that out. They are good looking going down the track. Look at that. That's a good view right there. But those old coil cars, they're still running them. They still run every type of coil car you're seeing there. They even run some gondolas like Annie was running the other day with the tops on them. So if you're interested in those, grab them up. You get 5% discount too if you ask for a discount code. There's some guys in here that have discount codes too. You can use their names one time if they give you their discount code. So always ask around to the train nerds and you can get a discount code so you can get 5% off if you buy something. And we derailed something right up there on the hill. I've been having a problem with one coupler and it never fails, but we're gonna fix it. Lord have mercy. That's why we run trains and we test them, but it's right there. It's happening right here on my switch. See how they came apart? Because this wheel came off. See that? It's kind of weird that it did that. It only did it once to me yesterday. As soon as they get on the straight, I'll put them back together. But it was kind of a weird deal that happened, but it happens. Nothing's perfect, I don't think. But there it is. Yeehaw, I say. This layout's been 9 years in the making. 9 years. You see this tan powder here? That's the Superior Scenics Colorado. I can't remember. Colorado Light. I don't know what the actual name is. There's so many different brands of it or different kinds. So there you go. Code word Marvin. All these guys that have codes, you can use it at Denver Model Trains. 5% off. You can get a discount. on your purchase. So check out Denver Model Trains. You can, like I said, you can get discounts, 5% off. You can also send a message to the store, and we should be able to give you a discount code. It's a one-time use, but there's several of them, so you can use several of them if you can find out all the discount codes. And it's mostly my moderators that run for, they do my moderating on TikTok and here on YouTube. So most of them, there's quite a few. But yeah, this crazy layout I just built for the hell of it. But that mountain goes right there. So that mountain's gonna wrap around those two trees right there. That's where that mountain's going. The one that I'm building on the other side of the layout here. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to jump on real quick and show these coil cars so you guys could see them. SD70s are new also to the store. So if you're looking for SD70s, we do have some available in stock. And if there's a certain one you're looking for, you can always reach out to us. We'll try and find it, but a lot of them are selling out. And they won't make any more until they run them again. So that's the way it usually goes. Ninja, thank you. Gonna have an all-nighter, Eric? Well, you'll make the money. Then you can order 4 or 5 locomotives, right? No, I'm just kidding. I like giving Eric shit about buying locomotives. Code word rich right there, you guys see? If you want 5% off, code word rich. Yeah, this is the craziness of my layout. I use a lot of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, 187. Do a lot of stuff like that just because I collect the Hot Wheels, so it is what it is. There's the Loch Ness Monster, Nessie, right there. We got a dinosaur right here. I'm going to move those around, and maybe New Year's we'll do a couple of little giveaways. And if you can spot one of these little creatures or find Nessie or see where she's at exactly, you may win something. You never know. We'll probably do it here on YouTube because I don't think I'll get in trouble on YouTube. Missy, what's going on? How are you? But yeah, this is my craziness of a layout. I do have a drive-in theater right there, but I'm not running it because I wasn't really planning on running a few trains, but I figured if you wanted to see the SD70s running, that'd be a good time. Beer can tankers. These here are mostly Athearn, but I will tell you that the new Atlas has just as much or maybe even more detail on them than those Athearns. And those Athearns are nice too, but the new beer can tankers from Atlas, they are very nice. I have one on the table over there. I'll show it to you guys in a minute. I want to make sure this train gets around. It's you, Ninjani. Well, welcome in. Nice to see you, Ninjani. Well, that's a beautiful SD70, that New York Central NS. And that Virginian is beautiful too. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on up here on the hill. I'll have to watch that. Whatever it is, I'll fix it. It's always different locomotives too. It's something different. One locomotive or another, they're all different, so something always happens. But it's always a constant work on this, work on that. There's Sasquatch. See him right there? He'll be in the deal too. So what I'll do is I'll do a video of all of them so you can see what the creatures are. But then if you spot one on the layout during the live, you could win. You could win something. And something's happening, right? Yeah, look. The wheel came off. I don't know where that did that or where that happened. But I'm going to have to watch it because somehow that truck got turned. But I see it now. I see what happened. That's weird. That is weird. That's weird that happened, but what's up, Christina? How are you? Yeah, that's happening. It's happening somewhere in here or down in this other switch. I'll have to really pay attention to that one. Let me show you these beer can tankers once this train gets by me here. These are the coil cars. These coil cars, some of these are still in stock, and then these new coil cars just came in. Those are the new Rapido Greenbrier coil cars, the square ones, or rectangular, whatever you want to call them. And then the rest of these are stuff that we have in stock. Intermountain, Atlas coil cars. So if you're interested in any of those, we have a lot of those in stock. We picked up some more. I think we picked up some more BNs recently because we had kind of sold out of them. And we picked some more up. So here's the beer can right here. If you look at the detail on that thing, look at all that detail. Very nicely done by Atlas. Those are the new beer cans. Look at that. Look at that detail. Very, very nicely done by Atlas. So if you're interested in those, we have those in stock. These are the new coil cars. See that? Those are the Rapido coil cars. Those just came in today. The UPs were in a couple days ago, and those are what you see running on the layout. I will run these NS. There's also an AOK, which is Arkansas, Oklahoma right there. So there is that. So if you guys are interested, like I said, just check us out. Give us a look. Never hurts. You might find something else you might want. Warning systems. Well, thank you. I'm sure he values you, YouTube, but don't get muted, all right? I don't mind if you come in and say something. I don't have a problem with it. Just don't get muted. Because if you start putting too much on there, you're going to get muted. That's usually what happens. And I don't control my moderators, let me tell you. They kind of have free reign. They get free reign of what they want to do sometimes, so. Let's go back here and I'll show you the other little beer can tank cars that are back here on the back of the layout. But those Greenbrier coil cars, man, they are nice and they run nice. They're heavy. Warning system. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Brian, how's it going? How much N-scale rolling stock do I have? This is all HO 187th. But as far as rolling stock in the store, right there, N-scale. This is all N-scale right there. Go check out Denver Trains. Look, that's all N-scale rolling stock. Over here on this side, N-scale rolling stock. There's USA Trains. There's commemorative sets. There's all these little sets, and then there's the micro machines construction. This is a lot of this is N-scale right here. So if you're interested, there's even micro trains left over right here. You probably won't see those. There's also Kato right there. So a lot of N-scale stuff, a lot of N-scale little people right there. These are the little animals that came in, the sci-fi figures, dinosaur figures, but lots of N-scale stuff. So if you're interested in it, denvertrains.com. Thank you, Marvin. Appreciate that. This is the ballast from Superior Scenics. This one right here is a marble. That's why it has that little bit of glistening. It's kind of a cool, that'd be a cool ballast for a Christmas layout because it's all snow-like and it has a sparkle to it. I don't know if you can kind of see the sparkle to it, but these different types of ballast here are from Superior Scenics. I just threw it on my program track because I figured why not just show them there. Here's the beer can tankers that I was just talking about. So that train there is the 742. Let me see if I can just bring it up here and we can move it up to where we can see those little tankers. That way somebody can complain about the the round table here. The other day somebody was saying, oh, it doesn't match. Well, the rail's hard to match because I didn't change it. And I needed to change it, but I didn't. So here it comes right there. Check that out. You'll hear it click. because it's 100 code to 83. And look at those little tankers. They are so freaking cool. So if you're interested in them beer cans, we got those little beer can tankers. This is an RS3, I believe. I'm going to run into the back of another train if I don't watch out here. This one here was graffitied by me. I used some decals. Kind of a cool old Atlas engine, but there's the tankers. In the shop, you're talking about the hold on a minute. Do I have double O by HO, or are you talking, because double O, if you're calling it that, that's what they call it somewhere else. Here it's HO, right? It's HO in the States. So in my shop, like this, in my shop, I have all this, I probably have, I don't know, over 2,000 rolling stock. What's up, Gordon? But in the store car, we have a bunch of stuff. Finally caught me on YouTube, Chris. Check it out, Chris. Look what came in. The little beer cans. Oh, and Chris, you're gonna love this. Chris is a big NS person, and Chris Miller too. He's another one. You're Barnsley. Check it out, Chris. NS coil cars from Rapido finally came in. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the detail on this thing. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? It's kind of hard to flip that one around. We got tons of NS in the store. NS, we've got Arkansas and Oklahoma, which is A-OK. We've got the UPs, we've got South Shore. What I'm running on this train over here is what you're gonna see in the store. But we got quite a bit in there. And you might wanna grab some of those if you're interested in them. Let me go back here. Grab my drink here. How do we connect them? With couplers. We have Katie couplers because you guys run different kinds of couplers. Yours kind of hook. Here we go. NS. The AOKs are right there. South Shore, Union Pacific. Lots of NS though. So if you're interested in NS, we got lots of NS. The other cool thing we have in NS is the SD70. Right here, SD70 NS. I don't know if one of the other SD70s sold, but it might have sold out. We still got KCS, UP1111. We got the Western Pacific Ferromaxes, 4079 Ferromaxes. Yeah, NS right there again, 1066 in the New York Central. So we got quite a few of those left too. This is all N scale here. And we don't have any like British or English stuff, but I know that Thomas the Train has that type of coupler on it, the English or whatever. There's also a 6-pack of the UP coil cars right there too. If somebody wanted a 6-pack of those, they are in there too. We got Ladies of the Night. We got the signs, and we got more signs coming in. These are acrylic signs. If you're interested in any acrylic signs for your train rooms, get a hold of us or go to the website. Go to denvertrains.com and check them out because there are some new signs coming in. 6-packs, just curious, Chris. Text Annie. Annie's on the website right now. I think she's in her office. She'll get you a price of the 6-pack, and she could probably put a 6-pack together in the NS too. So let her know. I got your old Gene. Here's the N scale. This is my wife's N scale. I did switch it back to NCE for right now. So because we were having an issue with the ESU, but I'm going to get it fixed. Here's the 4010. That one's there. Recall. There's the 2000. That's a Christmas train. Got another Christmas train right here. Another Christmas train running over there. She's got 4 running. But this is a T1 right here, N scale. This is a heavy Pacific, or maybe even a light Pacific. I can't remember. I can't keep them straight. There's a ton of locomotives, so I can't keep them all straight. Right here, there's a little Santa switcher. But check these out. I think Christina Bidwell has one of those. I saw a video of hers with one of those like that. Beautiful little train too. Watch this. The Katy, we have the Katy, but actually on the SD70s, the Katy sold out today. Oh, that shouldn't have been up there. Those need to stay up there. The Katy and N scale is right here. There's the Katy N scale, and the Katy and HO is right here. And actually, those sold out completely. They are gone. If you find one somewhere, good luck. Yeah, you can put it up on your TV. Yeah, I could too if I wanted to. I just haven't messed with it. I could put it on the TV over here. Check out my mountain I'm building, Chris. I'm building this mountain for the back corner. I'm working on this mountain. It's going to fit on the back corner back there. You're welcome, Car. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I think I can put this on here. I'm not sure. I'll find out in a second. We'll find out. Let's see. Let's mess around with this a little bit. I think that's it right there, YouTube. And it probably won't connect because I screwed it up. It's hard telling. Let's find out. Let me go back. Search. This thing's crazy. They changed all these TVs and it's taken me a while to get things going. YouTube. Right there. Oh, look. Bigboystraintoys. Let's see what happens here. It might not let me play my own. I have everybody else. Look. Look at this guy. I got this guy. Check him out. I'll show you in a second. Let me get over here. Look at that. HO Scale Showcase. Look at that on the big screen. Look at that. I can put him up there while I'm live. Isn't that cool? No, ESU's running right here, and it was running on. It runs on NCE. They probably told you that so you'd buy an ESU, but I mean, I run ESU all the time. I'm sorry I missed your thing there. ESU decoder would not run. It runs on NCE. That's an ESU right there. See that? I'm running NCE. I was running ESU. And over here on NCE, I'll show you. This is ESU Locopilot. And this one, watch. Let me show you something here. I think it's 684. Hold on. I had it in here, I thought, right here. See that? That's ESU running on NCE. You can do whatever you want with it. You can even reset a decoder with it. The only thing I noticed with ESU and NCE is it will not change the cab number very easily. Look at that. So that's ESU running on NCE. See that? So, I mean, it'll run. And this is, like I said, I've got ESU. Annie has ESU in some of these here, and she runs it on the NCE, and they run great. And there's Rich. Rich is on the big screen right there. Rich has a beautiful layout, so go check Rich out. That guy looks familiar, yeah. Yeah, Brian, they probably might have told you that just to get you to buy an ESU. Sometimes that happens depending on the rep you talk to, but I mean, I would think that they wouldn't do that, but anything's possible. That guy's got more beautiful layout than I got. See, I'm just crazy and start throwing stuff together, but Rich does do a beautiful work on his layout. Look at that thing. So go check out H.O. Skell's showcase. Check out, I think the Cajun was in here. Marvin's in here. Chad was in here a little bit ago, or maybe BH Rails was here. Check out all these guys. They all got beautiful layouts. You have a few SUs that can they run? Yeah, Marvin. Yeah, Brian, if you ever got questions, reach out to me, Rich, Marvin, Chad. A lot of us run ESU on NCE, and a lot of us run ESU. So the ESU system is a nice system. I just changed it out for Annie because I was having an issue with it when I was trying to run it. I mean, it does happen. Trying to figure out where that engine disappeared to. There it is. Sometimes it'll cut out like on the sound, and then you just hit 8 again, but it could be dirty track. That's probably why that one went quiet. So it happens. It happens on HO. It happens on big layouts, small layouts. Hell, all of them do it. You're gonna do NCE. NCE's fun. I think it's great. ESU's awesome too. I mean, I think the only thing I have with ESU is the little tiny buttons, and I have fat fingers. But the NCE is a good starter. It's pretty easy going for whatever the starter kits are. I mean, I like the big buttons and stuff on it. Let me grab this remote. I got, let's go back. I got, let's see here. We got BK Train. We got Annie's N scale right here too. Check that out. Here's Annie's N scale. Right there. We can run Annie's N scale on YouTube. That's this layout right here. Look at that. Annie did a beautiful job on her layout. She hasn't had much time to come down here, but she did do a beautiful job on her layout. Mine keeps changing. I change it every once in a while. That's just because I'm crazy that way. This here I'm working on. I put the backdrop in here because I kind of thought I needed one. And I like the way it looks here, so it did help. It did kind of help this area. For backdrops are nice if you can get them to work the way you want them to work. That one seemed to work out pretty good for what I did with it. So if you do backdrops, they're kind of a cool. Do you need Wi-Fi? No, you don't need Wi-Fi for the NCE. It'll plug right in. Your club uses Digitrax. Digitrax is okay. I just don't. I think my biggest problem with Digitrax is it's so behind on time as far as the technical part of it and electronics that's why I stick to NCE and ESU. But a lot of guys like Digitrax. I'm not going to put it down. If it works for them, it works. A lot of clubs like it too, and I kind of wonder. I don't know why the clubs use them so much, but they do. But yeah, you don't need Wi-Fi, Rodney, but you can get Wi-Fi tracks, which is this panel, and then your phone will connect to it. So that's kind of a cool feature too. So like if you want to connect your phone, like I would go here, go to Wi-Fi, and it's going to pull up Wi-Fi tracks. And I'm not sure which one it's going to pull up because I can't remember which one Annie's is. I have one, Annie has one. So there, it's going to pull one of them up, Wi-Fi tracks. And then we're going to go right here to Y throttle. I'm going to hit keypad and let's go. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just try this. Let's try. I'll take over to 4010. I think this is her layout. I think that I'm on hers. Yeah, this is on hers, see? See, I'm gonna run it with this remote because she has Wi-Fi tracks, see? Watch. See that? I can speed it up. Look at that. I can speed it up because she has Wi-Fi tracks. See, it's over there on the little red pink light on the corner of the layout. But she has Wi-Fi tracks. See that? 113 miles an hour. I think she'd yell at me. Look, 126 miles an hour to scale. See that? Lionel speed. I'm gonna get in trouble running it that fast. Isn't that cool? But that's Wi-Fi tracks connected to hers. Now, if I want to disconnect, I can, but I can't connect to mine because I completely connected to hers. But that's how it works. So you can put Wi-Fi tracks with NCE, but then the ESU is also capable of running Wi-Fi. So you can actually use that controller and connect to our layouts, which is kind of a cool thing. Can I put on a BNSF? On the N scale or HO? Somebody asked me about that. Do I own a BNSF? Yeah, I own BNSF. My wife has BNSF right here in N scale. See BNs? And then I have BNs over here. Right there's BN. We got BNs over here. We got Santa Fe's BNs right there. I got Santa Fe's somewhere in here. I can't remember where they're at. They're in here somewhere. Burlington, I think, the green on the bottom shelf right there. Burlington Northern. So yeah, I do. I won't throw one on right on my HO, but I might be able to. I don't know if I can swap one out over here. But yeah, we have BN, we got UP, we got everything. These are all the different roads that I have, that I run. I'm not stuck to just one road. I know some guys like one road or two roads, but I don't know. I just like collecting all of them because it's just so much fun. If you ever come to Denver and you come visit us, you can come run trains. You can go through the store and purchase trains. That's the cool thing, I guess, about owning a store. I guess I'm going to go with that. So somebody had asked me a question. It says use cellular data. Let me go here. Somebody else. All right, there we go. I got somebody asking me a question. I just text them back. So. Yes, I'm crazy and old. There you go. I am crazy and old. Those South Shores are pretty nice too. Look at that. But these NSs, man, I think they did a beautiful job on them. And the UPs too. They did a beautiful job on the UP. I think they look great. What's up, Joshua James? What's going on? Said you had a question. Ask away. Ask away. There's the coil cars on Annie's N scale right there. She don't have them on the layout, but those are the coil cars. Any Amtrak. You know, I had Amtrak. I have the cars, but I sold them. And Annie has Amtrak right here in N scale. But I haven't sold the locomotives. The locomotives are in the store under pre-owned. So if anybody's looking for Amtrak locomotives, they're under pre-owned. I thought about buying me a couple of new ones and different ones, but there's the pre-owned right there. Those came out of my collection. There's some CF7s right there. Santa Fe's, Athearns, lots of new Walthers, Heritage units, Protos, BLI, Broadway Limited, Rapido, Atlas, Pico. We got quite a few BNSF also right there in the Walthers mainline, which are really nice. But Amtrak, those are the Amtrak. I'm selling them, and eventually I'll get me a couple of engines to run my Amtrak cars. But if you're looking for anything, HO Road with a double yellow line. How long is this? It is going to be... How long is this damn thing? It doesn't say on the... It doesn't say, huh? It looks like a shit ton in there, Josh. I don't know how long. I'm going to go with at least 3 foot of it. Annie, do you have an answer for that one? Because it doesn't even tell you the length. It's weird. It's made by Bush for Walthers. Look at that. Made by Bush in Germany for Walthers. I'm going to say at least 3 feet, maybe more, Josh. I'd have to look that one up for you because I can't find an answer to that one. There's also the curves right here that are like a dirt road. And I think there's more. Shit, I got that stuff everywhere. There might be more down in here. I thought there was. Hold on. Maybe I moved it somewhere else. I thought it was here. I don't know where I did with it. Oh, it might be over here. Is it over here somewhere? Shit, I don't know what I did with it, Josh. I'll have to get you an answer to that one, Josh, because I don't know for sure. You might have to get to. Steam locomotives? Yes. I've got a Berkshire right here left over. I've got a PRR 060. We've got Union Pacific and DNRGW and a Santa Fe. Actually, 2 DNRGW consolidation 280s and a UP. That's what's left in Steam. Steams go quick and then they build them and then we put them in the store. Then they go away. The 280s, 78 3/4 long from their website. There you go. Marvin says right there. Thanks, Chris and Marvin. That's from Walter's page. All right, Josh, there's your answer, buddy. I'll show you the 280s that are back there. Whoever had asked, Pan Am. 280s that are in stock is this one here, Rio Grande, and I believe was a Union Pacific right there. Those are the 2 that are in stock. And then the PRR that's in stock is going to be this right there. It's an 060 Pennsylvania BS6B or B6B. We're out of Big Boys. They sold out, but this is the last run right here. Was the Freedom train. See the big boy? 4014 right there in the Freedom, and then there's the 4014 present day. And everybody will say that's not present day because it's not shiny, but I kind of like the original big boy right there compared to the new one. But we ran out of big boys a while back, probably been about 5 months. We sold the last one. I'm sure we can get some if you want one. I don't know what they'd be, but you could send us a message to the website if you're looking for one. But I do own all those steam. Sorry, I missed that question. I got all those steam right there. I got all these steam over here. I like this little nickel plate. That's a Bachmann and it runs great. I got that in a trade. Annie's N scale's running. And then I stopped the 4010. I disconnected. So my phone disconnected when I went and jumped off to answer a question. So, but yeah, that's how the Wi-Fi tracks works. She's got Wi-Fi tracks right here. See the Wi-Fi tracks, the little pink and red? There's two different ones. There's one that's a board. Then there's one that's a NCE board, and the other one's just a board like I just showed you. I got to keep tapping on the live chat. Yes, I do have a DD40X. If you check out my videos, Pan Am, you'll see probably most of the engines you're looking at or asking about, they are in the videos. There's the DD40X right there. That is the Centennial right there. But yeah, this layout's almost 800 square feet. I've built most of it by myself. One of my buddies helped me with the coal mine, and then my granddaughters have helped with scenery. I've had a few other friends help repair things and fix things. I had one buddy run off the end of that track over there because he was flirting with his wife and wasn't paying attention, and he ran it on the deal. All the trains, most of them are detailed Pan Am, but the problem is sometimes if you go lower end, you're going to get trains that are not so detailed. So let me show you exactly what I mean. This is a Walters mainline. It's got ESU. It's got your basic details, okay? Just not all of them, but if you look at this one, okay? Look at that, okay? Here we go. Now I'm going to jump up to another ES44 over here. And look at the detail this one has. See the hand grab rails, the handles, the grab rails I call them. Do you see all the detail, the stickers, the everything that's on here? Was not. Look, he came out and said was not. I didn't say any names, Marvin. I did not. Marvin was running here last year, and he ran right off the end of this track and was running down the road. And Sean says, are you going to keep going down the road? And we were laughing. We were all laughing. It was a fun time. Oh, they do derail Pan Am. Where are you from, Pan Am? How old are you? I got that question. I answered your questions. You answered mine. How old are you? I'm just curious. N scale's running strong. Now I'm going to go over here and hit the button. And we're going to go to the next. We're going to play another one of Annie's. There's the big boy. Look at that. An N scale on the big screen. Look at that thing smoke. That's going to be one of these big boys right here. Not sure which one. Probably the 40. Looks like the 4014. So 4014 maybe right there. No, that's the 19. There it is. 4014 right there. See that big boy? Oh, I remember that too. I remember when BK knocked the whole back end of that BNSF hopper car right there in that. Remember right there in that tunnel? That was a pretty bad derailment there. That one that day. That was funny. You saw a semi? There's a lot of semis here. How old are you, Pan Am? I'm gonna play a game with Pan Am. I ain't gonna answer any more questions until they answer mine. Yeah, I saw that, Joshua. I saw the video you sent me. That thing looks good. That NF, that Southern Pacific. Look at that thing smoke. That's a cool video. There's also, she's got a video out there that comes right here by the hotel or the motel. They rent by the hour here. And Joshua, I think she's got these on the list for you, 2 of them, right? You asked about these? She's got 2 of those that she's bringing in for you if you want them. You had mentioned it, so. We're playing a game, Pan Am. You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So yeah, she got those, Josh. How many people think it's fair if I ask a question to somebody and I answer 30? And I only want one answer. Anybody? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Anyone? Anyone? Anyone out of the 109 people in here? Anyone? That's fair, right? That's fair. Yeah, there you go. Hands up, 1. If I get 5 people to put their hands up, then I'll wait till Pan Am answers. If I don't get 5, then I'll answer the C44 question. Can you be a moderator? Yeah, I'll make you one. I'll have to do it. There, I got more than 5, I think. All right, Chris. You're a mod. Take care of it. I was trying to be fair. I keep hearing the dogs, and I can hear them in Annie's video. That's what I'm hearing. The videos of the dogs growling and barking in the background. I couldn't figure out what that noise was, the extra noise, but it's the dogs in Annie's video messing around while she's filming. All right. I'll go into the store here before I go. And I'll probably be on TikTok a little later this evening. I'll probably do a TikTok live. But I'll go into the store here. And like I said, if anybody's interested in anything, reach out, ask questions. Annie and I are always good at answering what we can answer. If we don't have an answer, we'll get an answer. NS coil cars, lots of them. So don't miss out on the NS coil cars. Don't miss out on the USA trains. Got a bunch of those in an N scale and HO. So check those out. And also check out all these mainline locomotives. They are all heritage. They're very good looking locomotives. They run great. They have ESU in them. They got a 1-year warranty. I know that some people shy away from some of the stuff, but all of them have issues. Every one of them. I'm going to throw that out there because once in a while, people will get upset over some, but everything can be fixed. There's all these used right here. Annie's coming off of her layout. These are all brand new locomotives right here. So check out the N scale. I keep hearing noises. I thought I had a dog down here chewing on a cardboard box again. Every once in a while, you guys will get a cardboard box that says, "Damn it, Ollie," because they chew up the boxes. So, all good. No puppies in here. But yeah, guys, check out Denver Trains. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate your support. You guys are great. No, that's an older video right there that I was watching with her big boy. See, she's got all her UP fleet running on that video, but the dogs are in there messing around. So yeah, check out her videos. Annie's N Scale right there. TikTok, Facebook, but check her out. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump out. Walter's good about yeah, they are, Marvin. I've had one repaired, and they were great about it. I mean, all the things that can happen to anything, just like a new car, scratch and dent. You never know what the hell's gonna happen. But yeah, come to my TikTok later. I'll be on TikTok. Appreciate everybody that came in. We appreciate your guys' support. And like I said, I'm building the mountain that goes back there in the corner. And for those of you that didn't see it, it's sitting right there in front of the TV, that great big piece of foam and cardboard, and God only knows everything else I stuck in there. It's like the kitchen sink, right? When you start building that stuff. So yeah. All right, guys, here we go. Thank you so much for joining in, and check out our store. Check out all those new coil cars that came in. They'll look great on your layout. So here we go, guys. Talk at you later. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.